All right, welcome back to the best NFT show in the world. This is NFT Live. I'm sitting here with my main man, Crypto Buffalo. I'm Nifty Q. I am a co-host as well, and we are sitting in Lad City. Welcome in. It is a Tuesday, meaning you're going to get yourself a dose of the NFT news from around the industry. We got skulls, we got sounder music, we got all this stuff to talk about. A lot of drama in the NFT space over the past 48 hours. What is going on, my main man, Crypto Buffalo?
Yo. You saying there's drama? Well, you know what they say. Save the drama for your llama. Shout out to our main man, Llama in Lad City. And we're getting some questions right now. What the hell is OVT? That's our vibe, our tribe. And you just learned it. So therefore, you have that red vibe for the tribe. Stick around. This is Lad City. This is NFT Live in Lad City. And, man, we got ourselves a great show today. Some great guests. A lot of, man, really, like you said, we got some drama. We're going to get down to it here. So I'm ready, man, whenever you are. Let's just do it.
Yeah, a little aloha in the chat. I see Kipe is in the chat, Weed Miners in the chat, mining some weed. Easy and Crypto, Tigbo, Small Town Cowboy, DJ Savage, Mylene, Nick Swervis, Choina. We'll get to Choina here in a sec, doing some cool things. And we have, the last but not least, Hash Rhymes. So you guys are filling in the chat. We have about 25 of you live as we just pressed the live button. As we said early in the episode, we do have skulls. They had an awesome sold-out drop here over the past week. We have some drama with weird whales. We have Subducks. We have Bored Ape Kennel Club going through the roof. OpenSea is now a unicorn. And we have some Chicken Derby stuff to get to at the end of... Thank you. Buffalo put that in there to throw me off, and I'm not going to let it. I'm not going to let it happen. So I want to start today. We have a quick giveaway. I want to show a little bit of what's happening. We have Gotchi Lads. So Choina is running the Gotchi Lads piece here. I am going to show my screen a little bit. We have two giveaways. These are for two NFTs that are Gotchi themed. You can see little Ladsy that we've got here, a little collaboration between Lad City and Gotchi. Avagachi there, and we also have a mug that is being given away. This is going to everyone who participated in this event in the Discord. I've got the wheel of names. Thank you, Choina, for putting it together, and we're gonna spin this damn thing right now. Let's do that. Let me see if I can't get there. Let's see. Pulling it on my screen now. Wheel of names. Gotchi. Oh, I love the theme, man. Love the theme. Here we go. All right. And we're off.
Here we go. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? Oh, WMHENG Wang. You know.
A little hang.
I might be wrong on this, but I think Wang actually won the Dow Records Lad City Radio interview campaign promotional giveaway random words all together. So, you know, he or she is on a heater. Well played.
Gotta give it to Hang there, and you just won. And Choina made sure to say it's only one giveaway. You're getting the mug, the mug that we were just showed. Congratulations, Hang. If you guys want to take part and you want to be part of our Gotchi Lads channel in Lad City, just hit up the Discord. You can go to ladz.city and you can check out how to get to our Discord and participate with all of our community. So again, that is a great shout out there. Shout out to all the lads in Lad City. We went through the episode preview. Buff, do you have anything to get to before we bring the Skulls team in?
Oh, man. You know, anytime you set me up, I got a bunch of stuff to talk about. And, you know, you want to talk about life, liberty, and Lads for all. I'm ready to go, man. Let's talk about a little bit of stuff right now that's happening tomorrow in Lad City. If you are a fan of the metaverse, if you are a builder, an investor, or just overall just, you know, like to get down and funky in the metaverses, well, we are forming the Metaverse Builders Guild. Tomorrow is our first town hall meeting. Anybody and everybody can apply to come on in and just listen in. Give us your 2 Satoshis about what you think should happen with the guild for Lad City. We are building a Lad City in every major metaverse. Our foreman, Small Town Cowboy, will be running the guild, and anybody who would like to apply to get involved, we will have grants, we will have funding, and we will be building, like I said, in every major metaverse. Look out, Sandbox. Look out, Vulcanverse. Look out, Somium Space. Look out, Decentraland. Look out, Crypto Voxels. And look out every other one that's coming down the pipeline, man. We are building something crazy here with Lad City. And if you love the metaverse, if you want to get involved as a builder or an investor, come on in tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. And it is only at Lad City. So go to your browser and type in ladz.city, and your life will be forever changed. And that's what I got there, brother.
Awesome. Do you have a big secret NFT sports project that we are maybe
Oh,
going to
yeah.
kind of talk about?
Yeah. So another day on Thursday, we will also be hosting another kind of meeting more internally. But if you're listening in right now, guess what? You have the chance to come on in Lad City on Thursday at 4 p.m. as well. And we are going to be talking about a very, very big sports NFT project. That's pretty much all I can say. The lawyer said I could not say anything else. By the way, my lawyer is a 1-year-old half lab, half German Shepherd. And, you know, he charges pretty expensive, so I can't get any more input on that one. But at the same point, if you are interested in sports, if you love sports by any means, just come on in. Come on in and listen about what we're trying to do. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to have a huge smile on your face for the rest of the day when you hear what we're doing. That is on Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard in Lad City. Come on in tomorrow, hang out with the Metaverse group, and then stick around for the next day for the sports secret project. That's all I can say. I know.
The Swedish Gold says we should build in the Uplift world. I don't know if Buffalo has any assets he can show for that, but I think we're going to maybe get to that near the end of the episode. Unless do you want to play it now?
I got it.
There you go.
Stand by every time, man. This is the first Lad City ever that the Foreman Small Town Cowboy built before we even knew the man existed. That is dedication, Holmes. And right there, you are looking at the first ever Lad City. That's the Dollhouse, special wings on Wednesdays. And I'm just a huge fan of Small Town Cowboy, who has quit his job as a university teacher and is now full-time in crypto as a foreman for the Lads Metaverse Guild. I am honored to have him here in Lad City, and he's the next lad that's gone full-time, man. It's starting to catch on, brother. I love it. And look at that. That's the Lad City Radio Tower right there. Lad City Radio's every Friday. Oh, man, we're going right in there, everybody. Duck your head. We're going on in real quick. And there it is.
Buffalo can't fit in there.
No, I can't. Yeah, I'm 6'8", bro. We got to work on those, you know. But yes,
all right.
That is Lad City.
Boom. We are building the Uplift. We are moving into the sandbox. We are moving into Crypto Voxels. 42 of you guys joining. I'm sure a lot of you are waiting to hear about Skulls. You're waiting to hear about everything that's going on in the NFT space. So we will get right to it. If it's your first time here, NFT Live, we're covering NFT news from around the industry. We are the best NFT show in the world. Please leave a like. If it's your first time, leave a subscribe. And we will go ahead and get to this interview with Skulls. We have Pete Kirtley and Kieran George. Pete is the co-founder of Sounder. They're doing the first blockchain music label. And then Skulls is the first interactive band. So we're going to bring them in to talk with it. But we're also going to talk about some we're going to do a little bit of a transition here as we get into the interview.
Let's roll that video.
All right, and we have two members of the Skulls team here that are going to break down the project because I did a terrible job of that. So how are you guys doing today? We are going to have ourselves a great conversation. What's up?
That's on. What a great show. And, you know, your Lad City metaverse. My God, it's amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
We're just getting started.
Cool. Just getting, yeah, cool. Thanks. Yeah, we're doing good. You know, we're having, do you know what? I'm having the year of my life right now. You know, I'm just enjoying this, this creative flow that's going on with the NFT community and art in general and music and all these new transformations happening and businesses merging and all kinds of like super exciting things. Music's been kind of stale for quite a few years now, if you ask me. So this little leap into the future is just amazing.
Absolutely. And we're happy to have you guys. I mean, it is a crazy time. Right before the episode, you talked about one day in the NFT space being 28 in the real world, which we can definitely attest to. We say that probably every episode. So we want to know what you're doing in the corner, in your own corner of the NFT space right now. What is going on with Skulls? Kind of take me through the project and then take me through, we can like make our way into the drop that you guys just had, but break down the project for us real quick. So
just to kind of take it back a step for a minute, the band originally were going to be a real band. Okay, I'm a songwriter and record producer sort of by trade, and it was probably around 5 years ago my middle daughter was being cyberbullied pretty badly at school, and she was in quite a bad way. And I kind of created this song, which was really about what she was going through. It's called Blackout, which is about kind of trying to escape the world and switch your phone off and switch off from your family. And it was a bit of a rebellious scream. And sort of through the inspiration of that, and it was a little bit of a kind of edgy, rocky sound, which is not that popular in sort of traditional music. If you listen to Spotify, it's not particularly current, you know. But it has, you know, guitars have this energy, and this scream, I think, is just missing sometimes from the synthesized music. So I wanted to kind of do this band that was sort of disruptive, that kind of went against a lot of music that was on radio, a little bit boring, so I tried to put it together a couple of times. The original influence is a little bit Korean looking, and when COVID hit, it was really difficult to kind of like make a connection between the girls. And my partner John Black, who's not on this Zoom tonight, started introducing to me into NFTs. When I first heard, this is last year, when I first heard of NFT, I thought it was some baseball team in America. I was not sure what was going on, but when he, you know, even in the headline, instantly for me, I mean, I was a collector, you know, as a kid with Star Wars cards and all this sort of stuff. I've actually got my whole collection here. The penny just dropped with the whole blockchain technology, transparent contracts, you know, that the creator being able to participate, you know, in the revenue streams moving forward, and really kind of pulling out the middleman in a lot of cases. And then obviously looking at the metaverse and how that's really kind of blowing up in a really exciting space, and watching my youngest daughter play Roblox, and just seeing these connections that she was having with avatars, you know, really like authentic experiences. So this whole, you know, basically my whole family sort of inspired this. I said to John, maybe this band should be kind of the first interactive virtual band where, you know, we start with the artwork. It's really important. Normally with bands in the real world, it's very easy when a band gets signed that they kind of go into lockdown for a year while they do their development. You know, they work in the studio quietly. They start to kind of build their look and all that sort of who they are, and then it's dropped into the world. I sort of really loved the idea of actually bringing the community in really early on this. You know, we weren't expecting millions of people to join yet, but just to bring everybody into the early conceptual artwork, you know, and sell them as affordable NFTs and let them grow with us. So we're going to be basically releasing this band through a couple of NFT drops. Throughout all of these drops are golden tickets to the first show, which is scheduled for the 6th of November. We're obviously working massively on the technology rather than this band being fully inhabited the whole time with human gamers. We're actually already on the path of them being able to be autonomous some of the time, at least by themselves. So they'll be able to interact with gamers by themselves, and you won't even know it's not a human that's inhabiting them.
Yeah, like personalities.
Yeah, Kieran, do you want to touch on that a little bit more in depth on your end?
Yeah, so I mean, I've been around the NFT space now for going on God knows how many years now. I joined like CryptoKitties, threw away a punk for stupid money by trading it away when we were all having fun in 2017. I helped launch Wax. It kind of seemed like a good fit for people launching projects. You know, I've stuck around, helped Tops with some of the MLB stuff and GPK. I've been around the community for a fair while. And the guys reached out to me back in January and were just like, you know, we're looking to launch the world's first blockchain music label. That grabbed my attention straight away, and then started to understand the whole concept behind autonomous and AI as well, and understanding that it wasn't just a case of being a band and like a simple like music video. It was actually bringing independent artists in, bringing in independent, you know, musicians, songwriters, as Pete said, removing the middleman almost. So because you're not having these scaling costs, all of a sudden you can remove, you know, a good third, if not 2/3 off of what you need to take to make things, you know, viable through touring, for instance. You know, most bands, if they do 50 tours or 50 dates on a tour, they're probably not making profit until date 48 or 49. All of a sudden, if you're touring metaverses rather than a singular metaverse, you're kind of bringing your act to people that are playing any game, whether it's Roblox. Obviously, Epic Games have the core whole building ecosystem now. You've got Unreal, Utility, you know, you've got the Uplift world, you know, Sandbox, Decentraland, CryptoVoxels. We're looking and talking a fair bit as well with people, building up tech stacks, and you know, the stories. So you know, they write themselves almost, don't they? There's definitely a big space where music is now almost background music, as opposed to, you know, music that I used to listen to and laugh and jam with, and every time it came on the radio I'd sing along. Nowadays there's probably one song a month that's new that I might do that with. Let's try and make things good again, I suppose.
Yeah. So we're you know, a couple of things with this, and I know the last month or two we've seen some music artists drop some more affordable NFTs. You know, obviously a few months back people are going in for big money grabs and trying to flip NFTs, and even though I'm still a bit of a novice in this space, it seemed wrong to do that, and the idea of scaling it down, and after the sort of hype cycles burst and you can recalibrate it. You know, I loved collecting bubblegum cards. You know, as a kid, I think, you know, buy a pack of cards, start to collect, and then you want to, I mean, I'm trying to get the Skulls collection right now. You know, I've become obsessed with it, and I'm having to buy packs and all the rest of it. And I think, you know, the other thing about it is, and I'm a music programmer, but I'm not techie in the NFT sense. And there's still some work to be done, really, with this transition of bringing in what I would say, you know, pedestrians that have no idea about digital wallets and all this sort of stuff. They, you know, trying to make that UX UI experience as frictionless as possible. You know, we want to really try and, over the next couple of drops, help, like I think like we all should be, bring in a wider community to collect and enjoy it, and join the project and have something to say. And, you know, we're really big on feedback as well. You know, I mean, this band is being created kind of live, really. And we're not scared of feedback, you know. And then the girls will be able to quite, you know, by the end of the year, they'll be able to speak for themselves, which is amazing.
Scary.
Yeah, the AI piece is definitely a little, scary. Scary is definitely a one term to use. Interesting and all the different synonyms that you can put out there. But let's talk short term. You have the 201 packs. We have some of those packs, and we've shown them on the screen there. What is going on with the packs now? What was kind of the idea for this initial drop? And then let's get into what the plan is for the future with these upcoming tours.
Well, I mean, one of the biggest things we have is a lot of NDAs. Being a new technology and a whole new idea, a lot of people that hear about us either love it or don't understand it. And those that love it, they tend to help us explain it to those that don't understand it, but then are interested by it, you know. Any of us that are parents that have kids, I've got a 13-year-old son. He's played Roblox, he plays Fortnite, he plays Minecraft, he plays in ludicrous amounts of games, you know, COD, CSGO. He understands skin trading, you know, he trades his money, his pocket money. So he understands this whole aspect as well. So it's kind of, we wanted to do something where you had the feel of something that you already did now. I mean, whether it's Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Magic the Gathering, but also because we're aware that the concert isn't going to be now, but we wanted to bring something to people. We had to work around the idea of early concept art, early, you know, diagrams and dioramas, you know, it was that sort of thing. And then we thought, well, why don't we tie in the idea of collectibles, different rarities, lots of pack offerings are pretty darn good across the Wax ecosystem, and obviously Top Shot with its NBA moments. So you kind of got all those little touches and kind of taking the best bits from, you know, if it's not broken, why fix it? You kind of borrow it and bring it along. And then we decided what would be really cool is if a very, you know, a rare chance within these packs would be the opportunity for 99 people, you know, if it's one person that gets 2 or so, 99 tickets to come and literally be part of one of the first ever sound checks, as an actual band does, as if they're doing a real world concert. I mean, many of us have seen, oh, John Legend did a concert for 75 people in this coffee shop. You know, people just randomly turn up and things. Well, this is that aspect. This is going to be their first ever proper concert. You'll have access to it. Trade in your stub, have it stubbed. The NFT will change, metadata will change, and you'll be there.
Man.
Yeah, so it's each band, and we've got 5 bands in concept right now. Obviously, Skulls being the first one, and the idea is to do 3 drops. So obviously, this is our sort of concept drop initially, just to sort of launch the band into the public domain. Drop 2 will be avatars, digital wearables, building the story out a little bit more. So you'll get to hear their superpowers and their backstory and follow that along. More tickets. We're calling them sound checks rather than gigs at the moment. I think, you know, everything's still testing right now. We've seen some, I'm not going to name any platforms or any performances, but there's been a couple of ones that they probably should have said were stress tested rather than big ballsy announced shows.
Yeah. So
we're really mindful that we want to make sure that, you know, we're doing it right, and people can actually enjoy what we're doing and enjoy the show. So drop 3 would be music, launch party, and start showing, and then end roadmap for us as a company is, and again, as Kieran said, some really exciting things have happened this last 2 weeks, like mind blowing actually. So we're pretty confident that, and I think we all love the idea of an open metaverse, and it's kind of like a patchwork quilt where people can kind of jump across, and it's a really collaborative world or universe or metaverse, whatever you want to call it. So, but we're pretty confident we're going to have our own space for all of our bands and for any other bands that want to come and hang out. So that's I mean, you know, really, really exciting. And I think the other thing that we're trying to make a difference in right now, a lot of the music that's come into this space has been a little bit pre-recorded, and they're not really trying to engage with the gaming community. Kieran touched on it a little bit earlier. So music's become kind of like sonic wallpaper in the background now. It's in that lean back position. People have sort of like, they aren't leaning in to try and figure out who the artist is, you know, and why they want to spend time with them. And I again, always looking at the next generation and what they're doing and how they're interacting. And I think the only way to do it, and it's what we're doing, is to gamify music. You know, you don't just go in and play a 15-minute set that's pre-scripted and pre-recorded. You have a little bit more fun with it. You know, it's not just about the show; it's about getting to the show, the anticipation of the show. Hold on a sec, there's a balcony upstairs. There's no stairs. How do I get up there? You know, and all these things that I think are important to help engage with music and artists. And you know, and I like the fact that we're growing new artists so the audience can grow with them. So you've got your mega stars out there, and that's a really busy space. That's a really exciting space. But actually, I think there's something really nice and honest about watching a band grow, and you kind of look back. It's like, I don't know, if you went to see U2 play in some pub in Ireland originally, it would have been a different band to them playing, you know, I don't know, Hollywood Bowl 20 years later. So I like the fact you can look back on Skulls and go, man, they looked a bit rough and their music was a bit demo-y, but now listen to them, they sound amazing. So I for me personally, those kind of imperfections, I love it, and maybe some of the audience will too.
This is
Yeah,
amazing, man. This is so much rabbit hole talk and the potential of this. I know I've watched some of your tweets that Travis Scott doing that concert in Fortnite, right? And seeing these major artists embracing, you know, these virtual worlds. Do you guys have a specific metaverse that you've decided will be the first, you know, amphitheater layout for these bands? Or are you guys going to go on tour to all the metaverses?
The first sound check. Go on, I'll let you go.
Go on, Karen. No, go. It's fine.
Okay. I was going to say, the first sound check, we're kind of in the process of coin flipping right now.
Oh wow!
We're talking. We aren't going to rule out the idea potentially of having a concert within somewhere that we maybe feel is finally ready to like present to the world as well.
Yeah,
that's probably saying more than I'm allowed to say. Or it may well be, you know, that we could be in one of these worlds that are already out there that wish to, you know, have us on board, and the girls do a set, and by then you'll also potentially be introduced to our second act as well. I'm probably going down a rabbit hole here a bit further, but there's 5 bands already signed. Okay. So basically there'll be, you know, there could well be potential for in our first ever concert to have other people joining us and having a featured set, or you know, a concert where we perform, you have a warm-up act, you have that as well.
Yep.
We're being completely open. We're not trying to tie ourselves down just yet, because what's a metaverse now is completely different from what a metaverse is in 28 days. And I mean, if we go back to last year, when we were all looking at when Topps GPK joined the field and when NBA Top Shot started, most of these metaverses weren't even a thing So the speed in which they're growing, and some of them are adapting and becoming more niche, and some of them are becoming more envelope and opening up more. I'm jumping into so many metaverse like events right now as well, whether it's conferences just with audio and talking, whether it's almost like presentations where you're in Oculus in a VR headset or whatever other VR headset you may have. And you have that immersive feeling as well, where you have like spatial audio. So I could be sat at a table in a gig, and the singer goes off and walks around, and the audio follows them. And there's all these other things that we could potentially look at. It might not be the first sound check, may not be in a massive place, but it may well be later. We don't want to tie just yet into one specific venue because technology moves too quick.
And I'm hoping, if people want us to come and do a show and they're digging the band and they think the audience works, of course, we'd love to come. Like any band, it's promotion to start with, so it's not necessarily about the right financial offer. It's not about that at all. It's about, are you guys cool? And do you like the girls? Does the music work? Do you think your audience are going to dig it? Let's do it. And can we drop some NFT signed autographs in the process?
Yeah. I love that. Just to give you a quick little heads up here, our foreman of building Lad City has given you the first Lad City up in the Uplift world as potential soundchecks location. If the girls are down, they're definitely welcome to come on into Lad City.
Amazing. Thank you.
And the thing that Pete's touched on there as well, which we haven't really spoken about much before, is the whole gamification side of things. We're looking at doing things at events where it quite clearly isn't a pre-recorded concert. The girls may randomly be performing part of a track, and they ad-lib. There's no lyrics for a few moments, and maybe somebody in the crowd all of a sudden is passed the microphone to start singing part of the chorus. Or you could well find that during the concert, all of a sudden they'll do a snapshot, and there'll be an NFT of everybody in their avatar that'll be part of the collection. And if you was at that concert, your avatar could be behind the girls while they're performing, and you could go and purchase that NFT, or it could be airdropped for free. I'm more than likely thinking it's going to be just a free NFT you can claim. If you want it, you claim it. We're looking at trying to make it almost like, let's try and go back. When I was, when MySpace came out, I wanted to find bands that I could engage with, and that if they conversed with me, I'd show more of an interest in them as well. If I could then get involved and listen to their tracks and feel the raw and edginess, I'd probably go and sign up to a forum if they had one as well. And then you go and follow these bands and become bigger. I mean, one of those was The Darkness. It's a big UK and it's not really something that you see in around most of Europe or even the US potentially, but they were really good with the community aspect. They touched into the locality, and people that appreciated the fact that they didn't forget where their roots came and where they came from. You kind of followed them and became almost part of a family. The idea with these being, AI based and you not knowing if there's a human or an AI, controlling this band member at that exact moment in time. I mean, Orchid, for instance, could randomly smash a guitar. All of a sudden, she has to run off, go and get another guitar.
I love it.
Out the crowd is clap or something and all that. There's so many things. It's so cool.
The first thing I want them to be able to do is trash a hotel room.
Oh yeah,
that's first.
That's like 101 of a rock
City.
band.
Just not in Lad City.
Yeah, not in Lad City. Yeah, the Small Town Cowboys like, what have I done?
So really what we're seeing here is you guys want these girls to be the first metaverse rock band, like stars of the metaverse, essentially.
Yeah. They're disruptive. Yes, they're rebellious. They're not scared. They kind of. I don't want to say girl power because it's the wrong message, but a little bit of that female. I'm not going to swear on here. I tend to swear quite a lot, so I'm trying to keep quiet at the moment. But the rock stars of the metaverse, kicking ass big time, having fun, engaging massively, showing their vulnerability, showing their personalities. The other thing, actually, a really important thing here, is because ultimately they're not real. I don't know if you realise that or not, but they're not real.
Don't break the wall.
Sorry, have I just
Shut it off.
Cut it out. We'll edit that. Oh wait, we're live. Oh god.
But they don't sleep, so you'll be able to find them anywhere.
Yeah. It's really important that some revenue stream, which the band essentially would have been paid, goes through to a social cause. So with Skulls, for example, because part of this story was about my daughter being cyberbullied, their kind of message, if you like, and the cause they support mostly is cyberbullying. So part of the, you know, from the revenue streams, from the DSPs and from the merch and the digital wearables and NFT stuff, we will be making sure that goes through to, you know, a worthy cause and one that they stand for. And each band will sort of represent a slightly different cause as they evolve. So hopefully they'll be able to help kids and other people that are struggling and translate some of that into, although, you know, well, they're rebellious, they are also vulnerable, like a lot of kids are, you know. So that's really important for us, that money goes through somewhere important.
Absolutely. I love that initiative, and we're kind of running up to the end of the interview here. If you guys have any more information that you kind of want to drop to the people out there, we do have 4 packs that we are going to give away to people, not on stream. I don't know if I have it set up necessarily to be opened while we're live on stream, but I definitely am going to be giving these out post episode to our nobles, those that hold lads tokens, as well as the general public. We'll do like a Twitter giveaway or something, so keep on the lookout for that. But guys, any more info as far as Skulls is related, as far as Sounder, definitely drop it, and then we'll let you get on out of here and experience the heat over there.
So, yeah, I mean,
I think we've probably seen that already.
I'm going to say a couple of little things. So we added some new animations and some new audio to the pack opening, so if you have some packs you haven't opened, you may wish to go and appreciate it. You know, we've changed the effects a tad and made it a bit more streamlined thanks to the awesome tech guys at Facings. I'm going to shameless plug as well. We are still not fully sold out, so if you wanted to go and check it out, it is just skullsofficial.com. Have a little look at your inventory. You know, they're available to purchase with the wax. You know, if you like it, go and collect and show us, you know, what your favourites are. There are a few Easter eggs as well that not everybody has even found. And they're all within the pack. Like, they're literally within the NFTs. Like, you even brought up some of the assets on screen, and people haven't even realised that they're Easter eggs. Like, they're looking at things and they're not even aware.
Which one should I open here? Should I open this on stream? Is it? I want your guys' approval.
No, go for it.
Okay.
I'll put you the VIP.
Let's see if we can't do that.
Have you got the audio on?
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
And then if you scroll down, you'll have your cards. There you go. And then you keep the wrapper as well.
Right on. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Wrapper, like when you did GPK and top, you know, like MLB and stuff. So there may well be something of a use case for these wrappers in the future. So the reason that they are tradable is because people may wish to collect them and utilize them for whatever it may be later. Or, you know, so you can see that's the asset you had.
So you're saying don't throw this away? Okay, I'll leave it.
It's up to you if you want to. Everything has a purpose. One man's treasure is another man's trash. After all.
True. Awesome, guys. This has been, dude, great interview. You guys killed it. Appreciate you coming on today, and we will be following the project. Excited to see your adventures into the metaverse. We're big metaverse fans, so definitely keep up the good work. Thank you so much.
Thanks ever so much.
Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it.
Cheers, guys. Take care.
Take care.
Word.
Hey,
I forgot to tell Kieran, my Bored Ape brother. He had a Twitter profile that had a Bored Ape yacht club there. So gotta give it to Kieran there. But
Ape strong.
Yeah,
Ape strong.
again, guys, I'll drop Skulls Official here in the chat for you if you want to check that out. Appreciate the chance to open it on stream there. We'll do a giveaway for the people in our community, for all the lads and the nobles in our chat. So boom.
The FOMO's running
stuff.
strong right now. Everybody wants a pack, man. Especially when you do those giveaways. They get excited. Gets the people going.
Gets the people going. All right, do we have a transition we want to get up out of here, or are we headed into the wacky world of weird whales?
You want to transition? I'll give you a transition.
That's
That's what I've been working on today. Pre-show.
Chicken Derby. We'll get
Chicken
to it.
Derby. We'll get there, chickens. Take it easy. Yeah. Man.
Okay. All right. Well, the weirdest news of today definitely came from the world of NFTs, collectibles more aptly here. We had weird whales sell out. This is, generative projects. If you've been living under a rock, generative projects are taking off. People are selling anywhere between 2 to 3,000 all the way up to 12 to 14,000 different NFT assets that then are bidded on, traded on. You have the axis of utility of different features that you can get essentially access to. But this Weird Whales situation takes on a life of its own, and this comes from Loopify. He did a great job breaking this down. We have a 12-year-old kid who coded his own NFT project and made $160K in a day. So Weird Whales, as you can tell by the thumbnail we've been using, I'll see if I can pull those up for you and give you a look at the actual pixel art that were used. These essentially have different features, as you can tell. You can see they're already verified on OpenSea, which is a good case. But these were created by a 12-year-old kid. So the timeline goes, Weird Whales was created by a Twitter profile that looks, again, like a young kid, Benjamin Benoni.eth. We can see him right here.
He in the Sandlot movie? I swear, I've seen that kid.
He might have been. Is Sandbox or Sandlot? But we have this release. We have this release, and it's sold out. Clearly, if you're doing anything here in the generative space, you're going to sell out relatively quickly. Weird Whales sold out, and then we had the Fudsters come in and say this was not actually a 12-year-old kid. We had a bunch of people come out. Speculator Art has found himself in the middle of a bunch of different controversies here. This Twitter profile here, which he eventually gave away the whales, but we'll get to that here in a second. This guy basically called out the Weird Whales situation, thinking that, like a lot of other people, this 12-year-old situation was a scam, that someone was impersonating our man Benjamin, and they were using that to push the narrative and sell out the project. Well, we got some confirmations in the form of, and I'll show one up here on the screen, our man, and we don't know, again,
Photoshop.
There's a lot of, again, take for what you will, but we had a response by Benjamin on his YouTube channel. I mean, this is full on NBC, like Dateline type of drama that we're seeing with Weird Whales, but he came out with a response.
Is it really?
This is the first video he's come up with in more than a year. Keep in mind.
Okay. Is it really you? Over the past 24 hours, there's been some confusion with the recent Weird Whale NFT launch. People are asking if it is the same person as the owner of this channel. And yes, it is. How are you feeling? I'm feeling really good, but very tired because I woke up in the middle of the night to check my DMs. Did you get much help? Yes, lots. I looked at lots of open source code, joined Discord channels with developers, and also got my dad to help me with some difficult bits. Why whales and punks? Originally I created some graphics around a Minecraft theme, however they took me too long to create as I was creating each one individually in Photoshop. When I got the image generation script from Boring Bananas, I quickly wanted to test it, so I picked a simple image theme and it was easy to create the traits in pixel art. All the 3,350 whales were then generated automatically using the Python script, link in the description. Each image was checked to ensure that it was unique. I was surprised how good the images came out, and everyone commented that they looked really cool, so I stuck with this theme. Will you set up a Discord? I would love to, but in a few weeks I'll be back at school. If people are interested in learning about NFTs, I would join the Boring Bananas Discord server, link in the description. What next?
Hold on.
I would join the Boring Bananas Discord server, link in the description.
Okay. All right. So that was the response here from Benjamin or Benoni here. And you can see he posted about a year ago, which is a lot of the evidence, as we are in a court case at this point, pretty much in the case of public opinion. And they use this as saying, hey, look, this is a real kid. He posted a year ago. There were some other things. So back and forth. The floor in the meantime had shot up after the sale because 12-year-old kid creates generative art, huge narrative, people buying in. And then when the FUD came, completely crashed. It went like below mint price or almost below mint price. And since then, it's obviously come back up. So crazy ass story in the NFT space. Yep. And just another day.
Is this real life? I get you, little dude. And here's what I got for you, Benoni. Talk to your dad. Tell them, hey, Lad City wants to invite us over here. Let's get him on NFT Lab. Let's get down to the brass tacks of this before school starts up again, my man, because I want to know what's real about this. And now that we're starting to learn with Skulls that there's rock bands that are AI, this kid could be AI, and we need to know for the real deal if this kid is real or not. And
yeah,
it's all good if he's not, man. You know, I don't even know what's real anymore, bro. Are you real? I haven't met you yet in person. This could be a whole illusion. So hey,
talk to your dad. AI generated.
Yeah, man. You know. So I would love to have him on here, though. Producers, Lads producers, get on it. Let's do it.
Yeah, so we've got a bunch. First of all, Xbox saying the kid looks like me. Thank you. Question mark? I don't know. Could still be me. We have about 45 of you guys in the house here around, and we do have some comments coming through. So I want to definitely get to some of these. Kieran, by the way, was calling BAYC out. Shout out to Kieran, BAYC brother. But we do have, let's see, Matt Radke saying he bought one about 10 minutes ago. He's talking about weird whales. Crypto Stamina saying the catfish FUD was heavy. All the details could go either way. Xbox saying he got 5 reckless whales. Tigbo saying you got the wrong whales. Nick Swervis is saying that's fake. And look, there is one response, I think DCL Blogger. So this was from Sophisticated Art Speculator saying, I want to issue a formal apology. He said he's giving away 15 of these whales, which he eventually did. The guy's had an absolute crazy week because he got caught up in the Subducks drama that we're going to get into here in a second. But let me go to DCL Blogger because he had a really great response here, and I definitely agree with him having been in the NFT space for a while. He's saying, if you're wondering why lots of OGs have extremely skeptic views on NFT projects, it's probably because the last 2 to 4 years has been riddled with scams, fake narrative, projects that pump and dump, wash trade, etc. Everything seems BS till proven otherwise. And, you know, really the jury's still out on both of these projects, in my opinion. Great that he uploaded a video to end the, you know, and showed it a picture of who knows. You know, I'm just like Maddie here. I'm extremely skeptical. Going back to 2017, 2016, there have been so many of these projects that have done exactly that I'm not sure what's real or not. And honestly, a lot of the data, the evidence that was provided by the guys that are under attack doesn't necessarily mean that they're in the clear. So I'm still kind of trying to figure this one out, in my opinion.
Yeah, like I said, Benoni, talk to your dad. Come on into Lad City before school's starting again, man. Let's get down to this. Because, you know, I mean, he was talking. We saw a little avatar thumbnail, but...
So let us know in the chat. Let us know in the chat, because Easy coming through saying it's super scripted. 12-year-olds do not talk like this. Tigbo saying it's a summer project, just make 180K and then back to school.
yeah, man. He's gonna be in college next year, probably. Kids fast, man.
And Choina has probably the best and most accurate that we can get to at this point, regardless of who's right or wrong. Choina is saying, real or not, the story will be in NFT history, giving them value. That's that will 100% be true. So. Yeah. A couple other NFT influencers came out and said, I want to sincerely apologize if you made... so I guess a couple people were using what Nate Alex, who is a big NFT influencer there, he basically came out with some tweets that people were then saying, hey, you know, this Obi-Wan Benoni kid is fake. So listen, I think it's fake. I'm going to be completely honest, extremely skeptical, like Maddie here. And that evidence wasn't going to do it for me. Sorry. So I'm going to kind of stick with my guns here. I didn't get involved in this one, but Subducks was definitely in the middle of this as well. So what a crazy freaking time. Also, full on, yeah, I mean, this episode's going to get a little loopy here. But we got Subducks, another generative project, 10,000 friends. This became super popular, and all of these projects, by the way, are dropped in our Discord in the NFT section. So if you want to hear about these projects up to the minute, definitely be in there, because we're sourcing all of the info via, you know, all the cool and awesome people in our community. Yeah. Frankie Nines is a very famous Twitter personality and artist here. Maybe I gave him too much there with saying very, maybe made him seem like he's Jay-Z or something, but Gallery of Ducks, as we can see, generative They sold out instantly. Again, you're noticing a trend here, but there was a little controversy here with FaZe Clan, who's been in the midst of a lot of controversy. So FaZe Clan is a esports brand and team there that we'll get to here in a second. Before I jump into this, Buff, I feel like I've been talking a mile a minute. Is there anything that you want to say based on the weird whales?
You're excited, man. I like it when you get like this. You're like, oh, you and Ronan, brother. That's what I love about it. That's why I came on this show with NFT Live, is because you guys would get so excited, man. You know, it just, you know, like I said, you know, Benoni, come on the show. Let's get down to the brass of that. But dude, yeah, Subducks. I don't even know what I'm just learning, bro. A lot of the times on the show, you guys, I'm sitting back and let Q and Ronan take the reins because you do such a great job on it. But I'm really getting, we got some great comments here, and I think you did bring up something for anybody new here. We have Lad City. It's an amazing forum in the Discord right now, and it's also going to be in every major metaverse. And the NFT chats that go down there every day, the NFT district is the fastest growing district in the city, and there's so much alpha every day. I can't keep up with it. I'm literally just like blown away with all the value that every single lad is bringing to the table. So you're definitely going to want to stick around if you love NFTs or you just got into it and you just found out what non-fungible token means. Well, come on into Lad City, and people will really help you stay up to date. And Q, keep going, brother. You're on a good roll here.
Yeah, he gets to go over the good stuff. Thank you for dropping that, by the way, and dropping that info in the way that you do. We do have a piece here from Subducks. So they didn't have an initial roadmap. They basically laid out their website like I showed there. They didn't have that initial roadmap, and they just had the assets. So they came up with a followed tweet that is now pinned on their profile that says, "Where do we go from here? With the success of Subducks, there have been so many ideas and ops. We initially didn't put out a roadmap because we didn't want to pinch the community with a sales tactic to promise development outside of our original vision. I appreciate a roadmap regardless. When they come out with these projects, I'd love a roadmap, and outside of not having a roadmap, that's kind of not much of an indicator. I don't know where I'm going with this, but basically they decided, hey, let's put out something for the community, somewhat of a general roadmap here. They're going to do the launch. They did the swag. They potentially are doing a swag shop, which is going to have discounts for Subduck holders. They're doing the Duck app that's going to allow for different stickers and emojis, an animated series here, a physical, it looks like a digiphysical duck. If you can generate a toy duck by combining your existing ducks, and NFT NYC, they said they'll be there, which shout out to anybody going to NFT NYC. We will be there as well. So this was kind of a follow-up to a sale that completely sold out, is doing relatively well. I think the floor volume has done the floor price has done a little bit a downward trend here, but the volume's still strong. We see that on sale day there, pretty much that is when they sold out. We see the average price falling, but generally there's some big time projects that are falling as the market kind of pulls back a little bit. I'm going to try to find them here on Crypto Slam, but then we will get into the juicy news from what actually went down for this drop. Can't find them on Crypto Slam, but again, they sold out. They did relatively well within the crypto community. There was even a story about FaZe Banks. And this is where it gets juicy, because FaZe Banks comes out and says, "Real Subduck, someone just bought my bubblegum duck, and I don't know whether to celebrate or crawl in a hole and cry," for about 100K. Okay?
Why would you cry over that?
No idea. But we came out and had some other tweets from some other individuals here that I'm going to pull up. Let me see if I can't get to this. FaZe. So he tweeted this. I'm going to kind of go back in order a little bit. And we had some individuals come out and look at the actual on-chain data. So Sophisticated Art, the same guy that called out little Benoni there, is talking about this account, this ETH address, who had an airdrop, I guess, money from Binance. So the money got transferred into his wallet, bought that 22 ETH Subduck, and then was able to then sell it. So you can see new account list for 22 ETH and immediately sells and then puts his own money into Coinbase. So following the action here, I don't mean to get a little bit caught in the weeds, but it's a claim of wash trading. and there was a 50 ETH sell. So essentially it was like a claim of wash trading. There was a couple other things that were going on, but mainly it was around this story. So let's see if I can't get into this. People were asking, can you articulate the trail? Does Banks know about this? Looks like the wallet that did the 50 ETH buy was created yesterday. So you can kind of get what's going on. Ape with a vape finally saying, think deeper. Was he washing his scam money from this Banks social, possibly other scams? There's a lot of different things flying around with this situation. FaZe Clan has been caught up in a lot of other drama that I'm not going to get into right now. But this comes out and Banks comes out and defends himself, says, hey, this wasn't actually a wash trade. This was just somebody that sold it, to which this guy comes out again and says, I apologize. And it's just a exhausting trail of drama that's happening right now in the NFT space. So yeah, it's a tough story to follow. I definitely understand, but it's a little bit easy to understand why these things happen when people are trying to wash trade to bring up the volume. We see that on traditional exchanges as well. It's not limited to NFTs. This happens in the crypto space. Exchanges are trying to wash trade to increase their volume. So there's a lot of different stuff happening, but wanted to get that info to you guys. What do you think, Buff? Who done it?
Who done it? We'll get down to this one. Detective Buffalo's on the case. Dude, I don't know, man. All I know is this is definitely something that when I talk to people about NFTs, they ask like, okay, if an artist drops something and then nobody's buying, but then he buys it and then tries to resell it at higher value than what he bought it, and the money's really, it's washing a lot of things and moving value, and there's a lot of that smoke and mirrors going on right now, and I don't know how it's going to get regulated, with the kind of innovation is always faster than regulation. And so we'll kind of see how this all unfolds over the years. But for now, it is the wild, wild west still in this space. And so you really have to protect yourself out there.
Yeah, and wrapping a bow on this, as you guys definitely should be protecting yourself, especially as we get to the frothiness portion of these drops where they're happening every day. We have a follow-up here to clear the air up with Banks. He says he never knew the guy who made the 50 ETH buy. The guy who made the 50 ETH buy is someone called Andrew Goetz, who has a 16-day-old wallet that he funded with Binance. You can see how weird this is getting, but it's still outstanding, man. Like, there's a lot of people feel like the case is closed. A lot of this data is still kind of damning. There's both sides. We'll probably never know what actually happened, but it's just a crazy drama-filled last 48 hours for the NFT space with these past two drops. It also, I want to really point out here, and I called them out on Twitter as well. I called at least Banks out because FaZe Clan's had some problems. Supdux isn't necessarily involved with this. The Banks could have done this outside of the project to kind of increase his own holdings. So the first one is more of that whole entire project. Well, this one is just focused on this Banks incident and this issue of wash trading and all that stuff. So I think Supdux is a good project. Frankie Nines being a part of it really lends a lot of reputation to that project. So that's kind of the wrap on this. So the kid is on Twitter Spaces right now. Crypto Stamina.
Get on it. Can you jump into there while we're live?
I cannot. It's a mobile only. We might be able to.
What?
Hold on.
Sup, dog?
I don't know. Take it. Give me some filler here while I try to find
filler.
This.
I'm just gonna. We dropping some great comments here. My man Don R quoting up on the Buffalo. Appreciate. My man Radkey. CoffeeZilla has detailed video about their drama. Okay, so we're getting some more people breaking down the drama. I thought it was all the drama goes to the llama, but apparently everybody else is getting involved too. Hey, we were talking about the NFT alpha in Lad City, and even during the show, we get some drops about some amazing things. My man, Easy in Crypto says, OQ, you guys should mention Synthesis there from Second Realm has released 30 of 100 handmade avatars yesterday, all sold. He's dropping. I don't know the rest of that sentence because it actually cuts out certain words, but hey, you're going to have to go onto the comment section itself and see what Easy is talking about, but that's some good stuff. That's the alpha, man. It's just, it's nonstop. That's what powers the city in Lad City right now, is the value each and every one of you lads brings, and the research that you do, and your obsession of whatever it is in crypto, because there's so many different spaces. So huge shout out to all the lads.
Thank you, lads.
I will pull up that synthesis. What a ridiculous like timeline we were in Buffalo. FaZe Banks, the guy that got cut up in Subducks, is commenting that he owns the weird whale. I am like, this is getting into weird territory. I could not find the spaces, by the way. I even followed Benoni there. So if you guys have the actual spaces, like link or something like that, and you want to drop it, or the person that I should be following to get access to that, maybe we can pull that up. The other piece of cool news that we didn't actually have on the schedule, but just adding to the weirdness of the last 24 hours, Whale Shark posting a proof of life. Like, this is...
I was wondering where he went.
He's now... We had a proof of life photo from Benoni. We have a proof of life from Whale Shark. I mean, it's just getting cuckoo here. But I want to give a quick shout out to Whale Shark there. He did say that he is back, that he is building. Not much more information was given there, but we do have a lot going on. So I know that was word salad in a lot of stuff. We're almost kind of going through it in real time with a lot of you. But Weird Whales, Subducks, they both had their drama-filled last 48 hours, and we will move on to something less drama-filled, which is the Bored Ape Kennel Club absolutely taking off. We do have Zeneca here, who we're talking to later. Shout out to Zeneca. We always bring up the daily floor and unique owners. We're going to look into the daily floor here. I know you guys can't see it too much, but we're going to zoom in just a tad. Bored Ape Kennel Club is up 75% over the past 24 hours. Helios is up 76%. The Doge Pound is up 104%, and the big losers are going to be Pulse Squares, Medikey Edition 1, Subducks is down 28%, Crypto Holder down 17%, and some others down there. Where's the Yetis at? Where's Super Yetis at on this list? I want to find my Super Yetis. Do they even tell me they didn't get kicked off of this list? That would be a new low for the Super. No. Where are they? Can you see them?
I can't.
Guys,
oh, the Yetis. You don't get to see the Yetis all the time. They go up in the mountains, bro. Don't you know Yetis? They sometimes disappear. It's a Yeti thing. Yeah.
Breaking news. Super Yetis left off of this 50-page...
Hibernation, bro. That's what I gotta say. Shout out to Zeneca, though. I'm really liking this. We have a meeting with Zeneca later today, and what I love about it's so much information that he's compiling, or she, don't know yet. I just love that information putting forward here, and maybe we can convince them to come on into Lad City. Who knows?
Yeah, that meeting's changed. Now we have to kind of like the topic. I mean, not the time. The topic's going to be getting Yetis back on this list for you, Buff.
It's all good, man.
I love it. All right. Well, I got my Yetis. Yeah, I've got my Yetis here as well, so don't think you're alone there. We have a bunch of people in the house that own some Yetis. It looks like Tigbo is saying he sold his Yeti yesterday, so Tigbo's dumping on us a little bit. But we'll move on. Bored Ape Kennel Club is the last piece we'll touch on here. On Crypto Slam, doing extremely well. Crypto Slam gets you the data from the volume from the past 24 hours and 7 days. Even if you zoom out to 7 days here, Bored Ape Kennel Club's the second biggest. Did I miss it? Yeah, Bored Ape Kennel Club 2 million. If you zoom out to 7 days, it actually switches spots, but it's like the exact spot. So kind of got confused there a little bit. But 24 hours, Kennel Club's absolutely going insane. They are the top 5. Biggest project here, up 700% in daily volume when it comes to USD there. You can see that over 7 days time, up about 800%. So there's no announcement that has been made on this project. We know that there's going to be some type of combination between the two, but we don't yet know what that exactly is, what that is going to yield, essentially, owning a Bored Ape and a Bored Ape Kennel Club doggo. So that is kind of the update with the Bored Ape Kennel Club.
Tigbo says, Yetis, not going to make it. Well, that's just like your opinion, man. Okay?
All right, we're going to jump into, we really hope to see the Yetis. We're going to jump into a little bit of Chicken Derby.
He's been waiting to come back out.
You know when you get that feeling in the middle of the episode that it's an absolute shit show of an episode? I'm getting that feeling right now, and I love it. And I love it.
He loves it.
All right, so speaking of drama, I'm not going to go deep into this. I went over it, I believe, maybe last Friday or maybe sometime on Good Morning Crypto, which aired for the first time in a rebranded mode on Monday in the NFT section. But we had the Chicken Derby come out. They absolutely, in my opinion, got a little bit crazy. I don't want to say botched the launch. They sold out. They originally had the chicken set up for sale at 11,000 per clip, or like per the drop, 11,111. They did sell out, but they dropped the invite early, 10 minutes early there. So by the time that it actually came to the time when no one had seen the Discord, if you hadn't seen the Discord update, it was already sold out. And then they decided, because they dropped it early and because it's sold out, that they were going to add 3,000 more to the supply. So kind of botched that. They still, did extremely well. They sold out everything. They since have shown on OpenSea a couple of the updates. I did have it there as well, so you can see the different chickens. If you have questions on chickens, let me know. But essentially what you're looking for here is the coloring of the chicken. So you can see Saramas are really the more rare type. You're also looking at a perfection score, and you want that to be high. So the perfection score is going to have to do with the racing, because it is a chicken derby. There's a derby involved. But the heritage and the perfection score is going to be what you're looking for from a gaming perspective. And then you also have the talent. So some chickens fly, some chickens have guns, some chickens have black holes.
Some chickens.
Some chicken.
Took a turn right there.
Some chickens do. I don't know. You see helicopter there, CK-47. So you can see not an AK-47, but a CK-47. Some have rollerblades. Some have chicken pulse. So I'm just, guys, I'm having a great time with you here on this episode, but god damn, this is getting like crazy. It's getting a little cuckoo. But we will be waiting for the announcements. No game stuff has come out from the chicken coop recently, so still waiting on the announcements there for when the game is going to go live. You can get your chickens on OpenSea, which leads us right into the next story. So that would lead us into the next story. So we are good. All right. Well, we have the NFT marketplace OpenSea becoming a crypto unicorn at 1.5 bill. Hard to see, not hard to see that this was going to happen with OpenSea doing the volume. It's taking the majority of volume in the entire NFT space. 1.5 billion in valuation there. It looks like Andreessen Horowitz led the round, but that is going to be a strong amount of money there for the team. Again, valued at 1.5, they were able to get a funding of 100 million that they will now put to use growing the platform. So shout out to that team there. That was kind of a quick news piece, and a couple others that were involved. It looks like Kevin Durant and Ashton Kutcher involved with that. So a lot of good stuff. They recently added that Polygon interface, which will allow you to buy some chickens, because the chickens are on Polygon. And yeah, that is that. All right, speaking of Polygon, Polygon launching NFT gaming studio. They are bringing some money into the space. Really don't want to get into the wording here. We'll kind of touch on the general summary. The popular Ethereum scaling solution Polygon launched an NFT studio. The initiative is aiming to strengthen the network's fast-growing ecosystem. So we've seen Polygon do super well with NFTs, the low gas fees, the network that's currently being built out. Shout out to Avagachi, one of the first ones that migrated over. But Polygon is doing what it can to launch this NFT gaming studio. And lastly, we have a piece that came across my desk here right before we went live. Custom Drip Fam cards are coming. So we work with Drippies to launch a Lad City Drippy, as we can see in this video. Let's see if we can't see it. Oh. We can see the cyber piece there is the Lad City Drippy. And there are some pieces here. Each a unique one-to-one will come with a Drippyverse fashion hoodie and a free booster pack for the upcoming Wax Atomic Hub experience. So that's what we see. It looks like, you know, Lad City Drippy is going to get involved in some of this NFT stuff, this utility stuff here. So that's what we got.
Woo! You're smoking. You're on fire. I don't know how you take all this information in without having a brain aneurysm, man. That's a lot to handle there, man. Well done, lads. Look at this guy. That's why they call him the Godfather of Lads in Lad City. If you're brand new here, this is NFT Live. We are located in Lad City right now, as you can tell with our backgrounds. We're in different spots, man. It's just crazy. Hey, Benoni, he's back. He's real. Freeze frame. Nope. Now we're back to the
Oh no. We have to leave this guy up on the screen, man. He's just an absolute OG in the space now.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for those words, kind Buffalo. We appreciate it. Thank you for Skulls for coming on and breaking down the project. Really excited to see Metaverse events and different groups kind of just building that area of NFTs, man. Metaverse is going to be an amazing play here over the next couple of years. So, boom.
Boom indeed, man. And the Metaverse Builders group is going to be something tomorrow, you guys. If you are... Sorry, Benoni, but I got to put this up. If you are, you know, a Metaverse builder or somebody who owns land or missed out on some land and you want to get in on potential group investments on land or renting out your land or just wanting to say the word land, come on over tomorrow, Metaverse Builders Town Hall meeting in Lad City. It'll be in the Discord. All are welcome, and we will be talking about the first phase of where Small Town Cowboy the Foreman is going to take building out Lad City and every major metaverse and beyond. So I'm very excited to just hear from the lads and have more town hall meeting type styles. Oh dear God, Q, you need to get out of there right now. That thing looks vicious. This is where the show has gone, you guys.
Guys, I've packed it in. Absolutely excited. I mean, the Metaverse Builders meeting is going to be amazing. We're gonna have ourselves a great rest of the week, man. It's only Tuesday.
It's only Tuesday. It feels like a Friday night. It's crazy. This is what's going on, man. Lad City, you guys. We're already over 7,000 subscribers and growing really fast. Huge shout out to my man Rage Cage Kagion with the NFT Arcade Show on Sundays. That show is only getting bigger and better and more popular, and he has, I mean, officially jumped on board with us now. We had an amazing meeting yesterday to lock that in, and so you guys, like, there's no stopping us now. You can only try to slow us down.
Awesome, man. If you guys haven't liked the video, please do so now. It helps get the video out. We appreciate all of you guys sticking till the end. I will show Synthesis. I know we want to definitely show that. We had Second Realm come on here on Easy Street last week, so I definitely want to show Synthesis project there because Easy was asking for it. I'm going to get Benoni off the screen here, who, again, Xplow was referring him to. This is young me, apparently. So thank you, Xplow. But we do have Synthesis avatars dropping here. I believe that's already dropped. So Synthesis on OpenSea as we kind of get to it here. 115 items, 31 owners, floor price is going. So these are available now. Synthesis is live, and that will be the last shout out we give for the comments section. So again, thank you, lads, for stopping by today. Please share the episode. We are growing, as Buffalo said. Lad City is absolutely popping off, and thank you again for tuning in today. Our vibe, our tribe. Thanks, guys.
Peace.
You know what it is. It's Lads Day. It's the best NFT show in the world. I've got my main man, Crypto Buffalo, bringing you everything you see here in Lad City.
I'm ready for some drops. I got my mate going. Let's play some ball, brother.
Look, he brought his mitt.
It's it's my Little League mitt, too.
Everybody who's been helping lads lately, this has become a community.
What we're building is awesome, and what we're all doing together is definitely amazing.